Hello students, good evening. I hope you all are comfortable with online classes. I felt lack of response of last class. 2-3 students would respond to me, but I want all of your involvement here. So today we will start our new chapter, Sexual Reproduction in Flowering Plants. As you know, flowers are most fascinating part of plants. Everyone can fascinate very easily with flowers, with color of flowers, fragrance of flowers. So you have already read about various parts of flowers. Here we will talk about the reproductive parts of flower. Our focus is here in the reproductive parts, like male part is androecium, its unit is stamen, and female part is gynoecium, unit is carpel. Pre-fertilization structure and events here. I told you in the last chapter that pre-fertilization event. Today I will talk about structure, stamen, microsporangium, or pollen grain. All are the male part of the flower, right? So stamen, microsporangium, and pollen grain. The structure of these you can see in page number 3 of the PDF. Whatever I'm sending you, figure 2.2, that there are two parts of stamen, long slender stalk called filament and terminal bilobed structure called the anther. Number and length of stamens are variable. Anther is bilobed and each lobe having two theca. That is, they are called dithecous, right? Vertical or longitudinal grooves runs lengthwise separating the theca. So comes to the structure of microsporangia. Microsporangia, this is the part which develop the pollen grains, right? You have heard about the microspore, megaspore in 11th class, pteridophytes, right? Pteridophytes are the phylum where you have already heard about microspore and megaspore. Like microspore is the male part and megaspore is the female part. So microsporangia, it is the structure which develop into a pollen sac here. Pollen grains are present in microsporangia, is generally surrounded by four wall layer, the epidermis, endothecium, middle layer and tapetum. Students, please remember, concentrate here. Tapetum is the innermost layer which provide nutrition or nourishment to the developing pollen grains. Clear? So this is a very favorite question of board also. So please remind it. Tapetum, microsporogenesis. It is clear by name. Microspore plus genesis, like formation of microspore, right? Or male gamete. How male gamete is formed? Form sporogenous tissues divides into microspore tetrad meiotically. Meiotically means meiosis division takes place here. Tetrad, you know, meiosis with the result of meiosis, four cells are formed, and with the result of mitosis, two cells are formed. That's why tetrad meiotically means to say four cell structure is formed here. So ploidy of cells, it is given in your book. So please don't be confused with ploidy. Ploidy of cells means number of chromosomes present in the cells, like haploid or diploid cells are there. You people are aware with haploid and diploid. So see page number 4 and figure 2.3 in given PDF. Each cell of sporogenous tissue is called pollen mother cell. Why pollen mother cell? Because it is forming the pollen grain, right? The process of formation of microspore from a pollen mother cell through meiosis is called microsporogenesis. You know, meiosis means four cells are formed. That's why tetrad is formed here. Clear? So after the anther, maturation and dehydration. Maturation, obviously dehydration, it will dry. The microspore dissociate from each other and develop into pollen grains. Inside each microsporangium, several thousands of microspores or pollen grains are formed that are released with dehiscence of anther. What's the meaning of dehiscence here? Dehiscence means breaking down of anther. Clear? Pollen grain. What are the pollen grains? It represents the male gametophyte. You people knows about pollen grain. You are studying from 9th, 10th, 11th, like pollen grains are the male part. You have seen in hibiscus flower, when you touch the anther, you feel yellowish powdery structure there in on your finger. That is nothing, that is the pollen grain only. Clear? Now comes to the structure of pollen grain. This is a very important topic, so please concentrate here. Pollen grains are generally spherical, measuring about 25 to 50 micrometer. It has a two-layered wall. The outer layer called exine and the inner layer is entine. Remember it, student, outer layer exine is made up of sporopollenin, which is most resistant organic material known on the earth, right? That's why pollen grain can preserve in the even millions of years. You have already had heard about, like some pollen grains are present as a fossil also. So how they preserved here? Due to the sporopollenin. So it can be a high temperature and organic acids, and alkaline means to say obviously it's a resistant organic material. That's why it, the temperature, acids, alkaline, it is impermeable, or what impermeable, it is resistant to all these things. So but sporopollenin absent in germ pore, right? Why it is absent in germ pore? Because from the germ pore germination takes place. If sporopollenin present on the germ pore also, the how germination takes place, that's why that is absent on germ pore. Inner wall is called entine. It is made up of cellulose and pectin. A mature pollen grain has two cells, vegetative and generative. 60% of angiosperms pollen grains are shed as two-celled structure, while remaining three-celled, in which generative divide mitotically. You people knows about the result of mitotic division is two-celled structure, right? So pollen grains caused allergy also, like Parthenium. I told you in the 11th class also that Parthenium is a weed actually, or it is a carrot grass. This is a commonly called carrot grass. It comes from the America with the seed of wheat. I told you this story about Parthenium, right? So its pollen grain caused an allergy. Pollen grains are rich in nutrients. Pollen tablets as food supplement. People are taking tablets as a food supplement. You people knows about that pollen grains are rich in nutrients. Honey is made up of made from the pollen, right? So viability of pollen grains. Viability means what's the time? Means to say duration till they can alive. They can able to germinate, right? In cereals like wheat, rice, 30 minutes of their release. After releasing, viability is 30 minutes. Rosaceae, Leguminosae and Solanaceae for months. In these family, it is a month, 1 month. Viability of pollen grain is about 1 month. And pollen grains are stored in pollen banks similar to seed banks. You people knows about seed banks are there. So as like as pollen grains are also stored, it helps in the agriculture. Like good quality of pollen grains can be used for the agriculture, for the production or good quality, etc. Right? So pollen banks are present here. These topics are the favorite topic of the board exam. Remember it. Now comes to the megaspore. Megaspore is a female. I told you about microspore. Microspore is a male gamete. Megaspore is a female gamete. Female gamete is a megaspore.